You're bound. You're bound by your emotions. You're not bound by what they did. You're bound by your own emotions. You're bound unforgiveness, being bound by unforgiveness. Amen. Yes, you're still breathing. You're able to see. You're able to talk. You're going to amusement parks. You're living, but there is something wrong. There's something wrong. You won't be able to fully love your children. Won't fully love your parents. Won't fully love nobody, because being bound by unforgiveness hinders how much and when you love somebody, how much you respect that person. See, you're bound giving and receiving. It hinders a lot, and it weighs a lot. Carrying unforgiveness for many, many years, for a long time, it bounds you. And so when somebody want to give you love, you're bound. You're not going to be able to receive that because you're stuck in the past. You're bound by, over and over again, the enemy has a way of replaying that thing over and over again, because he wants, they wrong. Yes, they was wrong. Yes, whatever they did, whatever they said, yes, they was wrong. But then you also got to analyze this, though. Now, here's the kicker. If you was that person, you don't know if that person was trained or taught, or they was created. Some people could be created to be monsters or liars, etc., etc. Some people, it's how they was brought up. Only you know. Always remember this. Only you know how you was brought up. Every person you date, every person that you talk to, every person you become friends with, you don't know how they was brought up. You don't know their environment. You don't know their parents. You don't know their parents' history. All you know, you may know their parents' name. You may grew up with them at 15 years old, 7 years old, but you don't know their parents' history. Everybody has a history. Our parents have a history. Their parents have a history. And truth be told, the things that people do or say can be passed down in the bloodline. Now, we talk about generational curse, bloodline curse. That's why you've noticed that even though your mama was rich and you're rich and your daughter's rich and that's down the bloodline, but if your mother deals with unforgiveness or your daddy deals with unforgiveness, then that's normally passed down to the child. And a lot of times that dad or that mom don't want you to like that other parent, or don't want you to like your uncle, or if they, they want you to be loyal to them. You always find people want you to be more loyal to them than to somebody else, or they don't want you to be friends with them. Is our friendship more important than that relationship? You know what? Be honest with you. No relationship, no friendship is more important than the other, because you learn and you give from each relationship. And so you have